Right side of the infield comes in, left side about halfway. The first pitch swings, and it's a little looper into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Left fielder Burgess comes in to cut it off, but it gets by him. Both runs score. Cullen races into second, and the Otters take a 3-1 lead.
The following is a presentation of WUEV Sports.
It's time for the Evansville Otters pregame show on 91.5 FM, WUEV. Coming up prior to first pitch, we'll set the scene for today's ball game, go inside the clubhouse, and interview a member of the Otters about today's matchup, and we'll take a look at what's going on elsewhere in the Frontier League. And now to get you set for exciting Evansville Otters baseball, let's go out to the diamond for the Evansville Otters pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Evansville Otters are back here at home at Bosse Field to kick off, if you can believe it, the final homestand of the season, the final 6 games of the year for the Otters here at Bosse Field. 3 against the Southern Illinois Miners, then 3 against the River City Rascals, and what's really going to prove to be the kind of breaking point in this playoff push for Evansville, coming in at 42-42, a game and a half back in the wild card, as well as 2.5 back in the division. It's now or never for the Otters, and they made a little bit of ground over the weekend, winning 2 out of 3 against the Florence Freedom, but now back here at home, and with the steady eyes of Bill McCune watching over them. Bill, it's a extremely important series for the Otters.
I know it. Well, they made up some ground over there in Florence, and now they can make up ground here, but more importantly, with that normal coming up at the end, that's when they're going to have to really make up the ground. And looking at, now correct me if I'm wrong, they're a game and a half behind right now.
In the wild card behind Southern Illinois and River City. Right.
So if we were to take 2 out of 3 from the Miners, now, Sam, we generally, over the years, and I'm going to say the last 5 years, when we play the Miners over there, they take 2 out of 3. When we play them here, we take 2 out of 3. So tonight, we have a great chance of winning, and then winning one of the other 2 games, and that'll make up possibly at least one of those games.
Yeah, you never know what can happen. And over the weekend, it was so important. Evansville taking 2 out of 3 games. Unfortunately, in the finale, could not complete the sweep as they fell 6-3 to the Florence Freedom. But a weird thing that happened in that game, a slew of injuries hit the Otters and actually forced the man who had won the prior 2 games on the mound, Matt Chavarria, came in and played third base, got 2 at-bats as well at the end of that game. So I sat down and talked with Matt about what it took to win the first 2 games and then coming off the bench to play third base in the series finale. We'll take our first break on the pregame show and be back with that interview with Matt Chavarria. You're listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer & Kahn.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM. I'm joined by Otters reliever and somewhat new third baseman for the team, Matt Chavarria. Matt, how you doing today?
Doing good, man. Excited to be at the ballpark again. Another week of grinding, so.
Yeah, you guys got a huge 6-game homestand, the final homestand of the season here at Bosse Field, taking on the Southern Illinois Miners and the River City Rascals. You trail both those teams by a game and a half in the wild card standings. You're able to move that close thanks to a really successful weekend up in Florence, where you picked up both of the wins out of the bullpen, you know, coming in late game situations. What was kind of working for you going out there for multiple inning appearances?
Just trusting my defense, honestly. That's what, I think I mentioned that last time. I believe in my defense. I have to trust my defense for, I guess, the way I approach hitters and the way I pitch. So I trust my defense more than anything, and then I just try to make the pitches and let them handle the business, and everything tends to work. It worked out this weekend, so that's good.
And if I'm remembering correctly, you were saying trust your defense, where you were on the mound when Jeff Gardner threw out the potential tying run at the plate, right?
Yeah, I actually was. Had a front row view. I wasn't actually able to get to my spot where I was supposed to back up, so I ended up right up in the action. So that was big time. I think that was the second time he threw somebody out from the outfield that week. So that was big, and that's where I trust my defense right there.
Yeah, and for you got to trust your defense because you had been working. You ended up working 3 straight days, the finale against Normal, then the first 2 games of the series against Florence. When you're at this point in the season where no more roster moves can be made, the bullpen that, the Otters have is the bullpen that they got, so they got to really lean on guys. How do you prepare yourself mentally and physically to have to work 3 straight appearances?
Just try to trust my routine, try to keep my routine every day that I do, whether it's getting in the gym, eating right, whatever it is, just mentally trying to stay in it, My situation is a little different than all the guys that have been here the whole season. I was out of baseball all summer and up until this point, so it's kind of took me a little bit to get going, and then, like I said, once I got going, it's kind of fall back into your riding the bike routine, whatever you want to call it. So more than anything, just trust the process.
And then on Sunday, I assume, probably, Max didn't say it, but, probably got the day off. You're not going to work 4 days in a row. And then all of a sudden, thanks to a confluence of different injuries to a couple of guys, you got pressed into duty playing third base. Now, I know you started your career at Southern Indiana as a 2-way player, but when was the last time you had played the field or even taken ground balls?
Well, actually, I've played a few games here in the Frontier League past couple of years. I've had the chance of playing a little bit, so that's kind of like, it's something I've always done from the time up until I got to pro ball. So it's kind of the mentality, just switching over and trying to focus back in and being out there. I'm just trying to be another guy on the team, trying to help out any way I can, and if they needed me to play third base, whatever it is, I'll step up, try to do my job, try to do what I can to help out.
And for as exciting as it must have been to go out there and play third base, how do you kind of calm down those nerves and remind yourself, we got a game here to win? It was a tight game at the time, a 3-run ball game. How do you kind of calm everything down and slow everything down around you so you're not rushing?
Like I said, it's something I wasn't new to. Up until pro ball, that's what I trained myself for. That was always my goal, was to attain pro ball as an infielder, so it kind of, at first when they told me I was going to go in, I was excited, and then I got out there and it kind of just all went away. It was just back to normal, honestly, that's what it felt like. It wasn't overwhelming or anything, and it was fun. I was excited to be out there again, back in my old stomping ground, so.
Yeah, and then in your first at-bat, Andy McCauley asked you to lay down a sacrifice bunt. You did that successfully. Second time you came up in the 9th inning. Obviously not going to have you bunt again, so he lets you swing away. Did he kind of tell you anything? Because I know a lot of times, obviously, in the National League, when American League teams come and play, the manager will tell their pitcher, just don't swing. We don't need you getting hurt. What was Andy telling you?
Nothing. We were down, obviously, in the 9th, so I knew I had to take a pitch for a strike before I could swing. So he didn't say anything. He just go up there and try to hit the ball.
And going into that at-bat, did you have any sort of jitters? Was there anything you were trying to do? Because I noticed you don't have a professional home run on your record.
No, I do not. I don't have a home run on my record, but I have a few base hits. I guess the ball ran into my bat a few times, but that guy was actually throwing pretty hard, and that's the first time I've seen some velocity like that. And once I stepped in the box, it was just, strap it on, and can't shy away from the competition. So I just tried what I could. I took a hack and missed it, but that's all I could do.
Well, you held your own out there, and I imagine we'll be seeing you more on the mound down the stretch the rest of the way. Best of luck, Matt.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
The 4th Annual Blues on the Rock Music Festival will take place on Sunday, September the 2nd at the Rockport City Park in Rockport, Indiana. There'll be regional and national blues acts, food vendors, an over 21 beer garden, and with children's activities, there'll be fun for the whole family. Sponsored by the Association for a Better Rockport and the River Basin Blues Society, advance tickets are on sale 812-686-0012. For more information, visit evansvilleblues.com.
You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM, WUEV. 3-1. Long, toward right, toward the corner, toward the foul pole and over the wall. Fair. Home run for Ryan Long.
High in the air to right field, pretty deep. Jones going back at the track at the wall. He jumps. It is out of here. A grand slam for Jeff Gardner.
Don't forget, Otters fans, you can catch every Evansville Otters broadcast on 91.5 FM, WUEV, online at evansvilleotters.com, and through the WUEV mobile app.
The Otters take Game 5 by a score of 1-0, and they are the 2016 Frontier League champions.
Now, let's go out to the diamond for all of the exciting action.
Good evening, everybody. The Otters are back at home to kick off the final homestand of the season, the final 6 games that you'll have a shot to see the Otters here at Bosse Field alongside the venerable Bill McHugh. I'm Sam Jelinek here on the call as the Otters kick off an important series against the Southern Illinois Miners. Evansville trails the Miners by a game and a half right now for the final wild card spot in the Frontier League, and they're going to send the guy who's been the most consistent starter this season for Evansville, Randy Wynn. He'll be out on the bump for the Otters. This is how the defense is going to line up behind him. Taylor Wayne's out in left field, Hunter Cullen in center, Jeff Gardner in right, Taylor Hilson at third, J.J. Gould at short, David Cronin at second, Travis Harrison at first, with Brant Whiting doing the catching and forming the battery with Randy Wynn out on the mound. Remember, fans, this pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road. And as always, alongside me for the call of today's game, Bill McHugh. Bill, we're back home. The Otters' important 6-game stretch. How are they going to get it done?
Well, let's hope they get it, Mike, or Sam, rather. But I said Mike because my mind was on telling you something. I don't know if you noticed Cronin on the throw from Whiting to Cronin to end the inning. He had to shade his eyes. And I'll tell you what, that's going to be dangerous.
Now Randy Wynn set to go. Joe Duncan leads it off for the Miners. And the first pitch of the game's a fastball at the knees outside corner. It's 0-1. Randy out on the mound, making start number 17 on the season. His 0-1 pitch. Fastball cracked in the air to deep right center field. Cullen on the run. The center fielder still tracking it down. It's going to bounce up against the right center field fence. Hunter gets it back on in, but Duncan's into second base easily with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you what, that was some wood on that ball. That went about 390 feet out there by the Lucas Oil sign, and a little more, and it could have gone into the Bud Light Lime patio.
So an early start here for the Miners. Duncan with his 12th two-bagger of the season. Randy's 7-8 this season, a 3.49 ERA. 113 and a third innings, 94 strikeouts, just 15 walks. Now Kyle Davis, the batter, he swings away at the first pitch, tops it foul on the left side for strike one.
Wasn't it the last game he pitched? It was here, and he walked 2 batters early, but then ended up with like 7 or 8 strikeouts.
7, 8, 9 strikeouts against Normal last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Randy went 6 innings, allowing 2 runs, both in the second inning. His 0-1 to Davis. Perfect fastball outside corner. It's 0-2.
So we don't want to mention walks because you had mentioned how many few walks, and next thing you know, boom, there was 2.
That outing for Randy, allowing those 2 walks, that was just the 4th time all season he's allowed multiple walks in a game. His 0-2 pitch misses outside, 1-2. Kyle Davis, the batter, third baseman for the Miners, .230 on the season, 4 home runs, 19 driven in. He's got Joe Duncan out at second, nobody out top of the first inning. Wayne ready, checks the runner, one more look, the 1-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short, off the glove of the shortstop J.J. Gould and on into left field. Duncan's going to round third and score. Davis holds at first base.
Base hit.
And they're going to rule that a base hit. That ball was scorched off the bat.
Base hit.
Of Kyle Davis on one hop to J.J. Gould's right, deflected off his glove. Caromed on into left field, and 2 batters into the game, and the Miners have a 1-0 lead.
Well, let me put it this way, Sam. That ball was hit pretty good, too. So there's 2 batters, and both have hit streamers, if you want to say that.
Davis RBI number 20 on the season. Now Nolan Early, the first left-handed batter in the order for the Miners. Wynn stays from the stretch, and his first pitch misses down low for ball 1. Calling balls and strikes here tonight, Stephen Donahue, and then out on the base paths, Mike Fichter, giving us our out calls there. No outs here in the top of the first inning, though. Runner at first, 1-0 on Early. And the pitch misses outside, 2-0.
The flag is blowing more or less strictly straight out in center. But I don't think the wind's going to help any fly balls out that way.
Early .268 this season with 25 doubles. Throw back over to first, and Davis just gets back in before the tag. 2 balls, no strikes on Early, 10 home runs, 32 knocked in. For a dangerous middle of the order for Southern Illinois, Chance Shepard on deck. As another throw goes over to first, and Davis again back safely. Shepard has terrorized the Otters this season to the tune of 2 home runs, both of which were walk-offs at Rent One Park. But not the start the Otters were hoping for here. It's 1-0 Southern Illinois after 2 batters. Double, single. Still nobody out top of the first. It's 2-0 on Early. Wynn's pitch. Swung on and flown in the air to deep left field. Lane tracing back in front of the track. He settles up and makes the catch for the first out of the game. Early just a little late on that fastball. Still barreled it up pretty good, but Randy Wynn gets his first out of the game.
I just noticed that Tyler Lane out there in left field. Last time I saw him, which was that last series, he threw both of his throws into the infield. They were bouncers. He just threw that one down to the cutoff man very well. So
getting his feet underneath of him.
Yeah, he might have had a sore arm that day or whatever.
Now Chance Shepard, the catcher, cleanup man. The first pitch from Wynn misses outside for ball 1. Top half of the first inning, 1 out, a man at first, and Southern Illinois with an early 1-0 advantage. Shepard, the catcher, hitting .267 this season, 21 home runs, 53 knocked in. 1-0 delivery. Fastball pops to the mitt, outside edge, and it's 1-1. So it's interesting to see early on, Southern Illinois, they have been very aggressive here against Randy Wynn and the Otters, knowing Randy likes to pound the strike zone. The next pitch, hit on the ground to short, should be 2. Gould has it go straight through the wickets, though, and on into shallow left center. Davis rounds second, he heads to third in there standing. It'll be an E6 on J.J. Gould on what looked like a surefire inning-ending double play.
Left fielder, Romeo Cortina.
That's why they teach you not to put the cart ahead of the horse.
Or the egg before the chicken.
Exactly.
That's a pretty good analogy there. But you're right. I'm not saying he did it because I'm not sure, but many, many times, Sam, as a ball player, you know yourself that you anticipate, so therefore you're looking at the runner and you take your eyes off the ball, and you didn't put the glove down farther enough.
Now runners at the corners, 1 out, still top of the first, 1-0 Miners. And it's Romeo Cortina, the batter, steps in from the right side. And right now, Randy Wynn's got to try and get back in control of this game, see if he can induce another double play ball. And his first pitch to Cortina is on the outside, black, 0-1.
And we have an old Otter third baseman coaching for the Miners, Steve Marino, over there in the third base coaching box. I'll tell you what, Sam, he was a pretty good third baseman, and he had a good bat.
The 0-1, Cortina swings and misses. Fastball outside, comes up empty, 0-2. So this is a really interesting spot for the Otters. Randy Wynn's allowed 2 hits in the inning. The error doesn't help. But you almost feel like, given how his stuff looks early on, if he can get through this first inning, he could work pretty deep into this one. 0-2 on Cortina. Whiting sets up in the pitch. Fastball called strike 3. A perfect two-seamer on the edge. Wynn rings up Cortina looking, and there's 2 away here in the top of the first.
And here comes Kurt Wirtz Jr.
Number 8.
You
Designated hitter Kurt Wirtz Jr.
You heard me talk about him. He's a former Otter outfielder. Got a pretty good arm, good range, good power. Strikes out too much.
Wirtz, the DH tonight for the Miners, 240 on the season. Has been at first and third, 2 outs. Miners up by 1. Wynn's first offering. Change up on the outside corner, 0-1. Wirtz, 6 home runs, 18 knocked in. Shepard over at first, not great speed. Harrison holds him on. Wynn, the light kick, the pitch, and it's a fastball on the inside corner this time, working east and west. Wynn back to the inside edge, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, you want to throw him a pitch low and inside so he golfs it. He's weak on that pitch.
Wynn at the high set, the pitch. Swung on and missed. He elevated the fastball, and Wirtz swings through it. Randy Wynn with back-to-back strikeouts to limit the damage here in the first. We'll go to the bottom half of the frame. It's Southern Illinois 1 and Evansville coming to take their first swings here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Bottom half of the first inning we go. It's Southern Illinois 1. Evansville getting their first swings in, up against Kurt Heyer out on the mound. 6'3", 230 pounds out of the University of Arizona. This is how the defense shapes up for Southern Illinois this evening. Romeo Cortina in left, Joe Duncan in center, Nolan Early in right, Kyle Davis at third, Max Dudo at short, his double play partner. Jake Wilsey at second, Critelli over at first, and Chance Shepard behind the plate to do the catching. And Bill, you mentioned it on the pregame show, how important it has been in the Miners Otters series over the years. You know, who's playing at home? Well, this season it's been just the same. The Otters lost 5 out of 6 at Rent One Park this year. Their only win coming in the final game that they played there. And now this season, Evansville has won the first 3 against the Miners here at home. We'll see if that continues. Early on, though, Southern Illinois with a 1-0 edge.
Well, let's hope so. You know, I saw something interesting when the inning concluded there with Shepard, the catcher, as he was going down the dugout. Marino, who's coaching third.
First pitch from Higher to David Cronin's right down the middle, and it's 0-1.
I noticed they had a conversation of some sort, and I'm just wondering, maybe Shepard had the steal sign and didn't execute because whatever it was, Marino was talking to him, and they were going at it.
The 0-1 pitch. Fouled off the hands, left-hand side, and it's 0-2 on Cronin. Batting at the top of the order for the Otters, as always. However, his normal mate hitting in the second spot, Ryan Long, out of the lineup for just about the second time this season due to a shoulder injury. Quickly 0-2 on Cronin. The pitch from Higher, chopped back over the head of Cronin, and it'll bounce towards the Otters dugout. 0-2. David, 283 on the season, 2 home runs, 28 knocked in. Up against Higher out on the bump, 7-6 with a 3.79 ERA.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, the Otters are going to lose a very potential bat in Mr. Ryan.
0-2. Cronin fouls it away again, this time in the air, back over top of the Bosse Field roof.
You notice he's at the end of the dugout there on the railing talking to the trainer, and I mean, he leads the team in home runs, and he's, second in, or third in RBIs.
0-2 again to Cronin. Hit hard on the ground right to the first baseman, Critelli, who on the weird hop able to trap it against his stomach. Brings it over to the first base bag himself. Cronin retired, 1 away.
Number 43, the center fielder, Hunter Cullen.
When you look at Ryan, Long actually is the highest, has the highest batting average, 297 of the regulars. Now, I know Tyler Lane just came in, but he played 4 games.
Among qualified candidates for the batting title.
Right.
Now Hunter Cullen shows punt on the first pitch and takes down low, 1-0. Hunter moved up into the 2 spot to replace Long in that part of the order. Hunter normally hits 8th or 9th, but in the 2 spot here this evening, it's 1-0 Miners, bottom of the first. The pitch shows punt again, takes a called strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Hunter, 233 on the year, 2 home runs, 16 knocked in. Higher out on the mound, right-handed tosser, steps back behind the rubber, the 1-1. Lined foul, left-hand side, 1-2. Higher, talking to Miners broadcaster Jason Garrett before the game. Higher and Randy Wynn are not exactly carbon copies of each other, but pretty similar. Higher works very quickly, does not walk a lot of men, only 13 in 87 2/3 innings. It gives up his fair share of hits, 104 in those frames. The 1-2. Fastball outside. Hunter checks his swing, and it's 2-2.
I used to always tell the story before you came on board about one of the San Diego Padre pitchers that had something similar when he was in the minor leagues, and I'll tell you about that in a second.
Break-even pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner, and Hunter knew it, turns his back, walks to the bench, rung up on strikes, 2 up, 2 down here in the first for the Otters, trailing by 1.
This pitcher we had in the minor leagues by the name of Greg Harris. I don't know if you ever remember that, one of our pitchers in the major leagues. In fact, we had 2 Greg Harrises on the same time. One was a lefty, one was a righty. But Greg was with the Wichita club.
First pitch to Travis Harrison, now a fastball, belt high off the outside corner for ball 1.
One of my duties was I always would end up watching our AA club and our AAA club, and then I would make my reports of who I thought should advance.
The next pitch, fastball a little bit lower this time on the outside corner, and the count's even at 1.
And I was behind the home plate that night, first time I got there, and Greg was charting, and I was looking at these records, and I said, oh my goodness.
1-1 offering, fastball perfect at the knees, outside black.
I said, I'm noticing. I said, my goodness. I said, you only walked like 10, 12 batters. And I said, that's great. And anyway, he had like 50 home runs, though.
1-2 pitch. Fastball misses just below that same spot. Higher went to for the last pitch, and the count's even at 2.
Very few walks, but a lot of home runs. And I said, I've never seen you pitch, but I'll tell you what your problem is, and I never saw you pitch. And I said, what it is on a 3-1 count.
2-2 pitch. Hit high in the air to deep right center field. Duncan racing back,
That's
looking up. That ball is off the wall. Karam's right back to Duncan, who fields and throws it back on in. Travis Harrison nearly misses a home run off the Lucas Oil sign in right center field. It'll be a 2-out double, though. Harrison's 13th of the season.
I thought that was out of here the way the outfielder more or less got, I guess he got on the running track and he thought he was too close and he gave up, and I thought that signaled that the ball was out of the ballpark. So he misled me.
Yeah,
anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, Duncan probably just thought, I'm not going to catch this on the fly. It's either out of here or I'm getting it off the wall.
Yeah, right. So he took it off the wall. But anyway, here we got Jeff.
Otters with a chance to tie the score up. Bottom of the first inning, trailing by 1. The first pitch to Gardner. This is down and away for ball 1. Harrison's out at second. There's 2 outs. Myers got an early run in the top of the first. Now here in the bottom half of the frame, Travis Harrison with a 2-out double. Now Jeff Gardner, the cleanup man, tries to bring him home. Hitting .279 this season, 9 home runs, 54 driven in. 1-0 pitch. This is high and outside, 2-0. Throw all the way back down to second, trying to pick off Harrison, who gets back in there safely. And Judo, the shortstop who was covering, had to range far to his left to keep that ball in front. Not quite sure what Chance Shepard was thinking there.
Well, maybe they didn't get each other's signals straightened out. Well, anyway, to finish my story, if I can, real quick. In 3-1 count, I said, I bet you'd throw the ball right down the middle rather than walk. And that's why you give up so many home runs.
The 2-0. Curveball down and in, back foot on Gardner, 3-0.
So I said, you take Steve Carlton. I said, he works the outside, and he's got ball 1, he's ball 2, ball 3. I said, what are you going to throw on the next pitch? I said, he'll come back the same thing. So he walks the guy. So what? I said, that's what you call good pitching. Next night, he walked.
Throw back to second. Harrison dives in safely.
Radio announcer says, and Greg Harris just walked his second person in the game. He hasn't done that in a long while. He just walked his third person. He walked his fourth person. Pitched a no-hitter.
Not too shabby.
I recommend he be in the majors. He was next year.
2 outs, bottom of the first inning. Otters down by 1. 3-0 on Gardner, left-handed batter. Higher set. Checks the runner, the pitch. Gardner lines it right back up the middle. That's going to drop in for a base hit on one hop. Duncan fields in center. His throw to the plate is late. Harrison slides across with a hand. And Jeff Gardner ties it up at 1 with an RBI single to center.
He now takes the lead for RBIs with his 55th RBI. He was tied with Travis for 54. Now he's got 55. So way to go. It's going to be up to Harrison to get next time up to get an RBI.
Yeah, and good on Jeff there on a 3-0 pitch. Got a fastball to hit. Didn't try and crush it. Just laced the ball straight back up the middle. We're tied up at 1 here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs, and now Carlos Castro, activated off the DL earlier today, gets his first at-bat. And it's a slider down and away for ball 1.
He puts a lot into his swings. He can drive a ball quite a distance, but
Carlos, big right-handed batter. The pitch, line down the right field side, heading towards the corner. That's a fair ball, and it one-hops up against the right field fence. Right fielder early kind of stumbles getting to it, but Gardner's going to have to hold up at third with the relay throw coming back in quickly. Carlos Castro announces his presence back in the lineup with a scorched double down the line.
Yeah.
The Otters have runners at second and third with 2 outs.
Yeah, it's good to see him back in the lineup. He's been out almost the entire season, and so this is the right time for him to return.
Yeah, Carlos had played in just 7 games for the Otters. but had played well in that small sample size, hit .417 in 24 at-bats.
Yeah, I'm glad to see because we can use his bat, and he's not a bad first baseman either.
Now 2 outs, and Brant Whiting's going to step in. Brant had himself a nice weekend. 3 extra base hits, one of those a home run.
Yeah, I noticed that he got a home run. That was, what, a second home run with the Otters.
And at second and third, 2 outs. And the first pitch to Whiting, he swings away, pops it in the air, foul ground third base side. Davis giving a chase, but right in front of the bullpen, he loses sight of it, and it drops in for strike 1. That ball, Davis was tracking it pretty well, and it ended up about 10 feet to his right.
Yeah, he's not like that, normal, the guy named Brant.
For Florence.
But Florence made 2 sensational catches.
Taylor Bryant.
Yeah, on the same play over there.
0-1 on Brant, left-handed batter. 287, 11 knocked in. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses below the knees, just missed. 1-1.
You know, you were bragging about Gardner hitting that 3-0. And he really did line it up the middle. Beautiful hit. And I've said
1-1 pitch. Golfed in the air to shallow center field. Shortstop Dudo going out. Center fielder Duncan coming in. And he calls him off and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. Otters strand 2, but they do tie it up at 1 on the Gardner RBI single. We'll go to the second, knotted at 1 here from Bosse Field on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at ibew16.net.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
To the top of the second inning we go. It's Evansville 1 and Southern Illinois 1. Both teams getting a couple of hits in the first frame, putting up a run apiece. And now Randy Wynn back to work against Anthony Critelli. First pitch from Wynn. Fastball misses high for ball 1. Critelli signed earlier today, former player for the Miners, but this will be his first action this season. 1-0 pitch to him. Fastball on the outside, black, 1-1. Critelli, a big right-handed batter. 6'4", 225 pounds, out of Holmdel, New Jersey.
Really?
Really?
Hey, down the road.
The 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses just a touch high and in. 2-1.
Holmdel. That's where the high schools used to graduate from the Arts Center there.
Next pitch. Little liner into center field. Cullen charges, but he's going to have to play it on a hop, hit the brakes instead of going into a dive. Critelli fights it off the hands into straightaway center for a base knock. And there's the leadoff man aboard here for the Miners to open up the top of the second.
Number 27, second baseman Jake Wilsey.
Now Jake Wilsey, the second baseman, right-handed batter, stands in. Tied at 1 in the top of the second. Critelli over at first, held on by Harrison. Wynn back to the stretch. His first pitch. Wilsey shows bunt but takes it back. Pitch missing off the outside edge, 1-0. Wilsey not looking to drop down a sacrifice there. That was more of a possible attempt for a bunt base hit. Hilson at third plays even with the bag. 1-0 pitch, no bunt shown, instead swung away and fouled off. Right hand side, 1-1. Wilsey hitting an even 200 on the season, right at the Mendoza line. 1 home run, 7 knocked in.
Well, apparently there's nothing on. The little general hasn't made any motion, and Marino hasn't made any.
Wynn readies up his next pitch. Fouled back over top of the screen, 1-2. Nobody out top of the second inning. Miners have the leadoff man aboard at first. In a tie game, all even at 1.
Yeah, I'm looking at Marino, and he hasn't looked over at the bench yet for a sign from the little general. So apparently there's no bunting, there's no stealing.
1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Curveball down and away. Wilsey swings through it, wins third strikeout of the game. And there's one away in the top of the second.
I think I mentioned the last time Wynn pitched that he was 8th on the list of would-be 8th. 8th Otter to throw to pitch or strike out 100 batters in a season. I finally got it out.
Now with 1 out, Max Dudo the batter, left-handed stick. Wynn with the light kick the pitch. Dudo squares around a bunt, gets it down third base side. Hilson charges, fields and throws on the run. A little low, but Harrison digs it out. Dudo retired. Up to second goes Critelli. And with 2 outs, there's a man in scoring position. The lineup turning over for Joe Duncan.
That's a nice play by Hilson.
That's the top of the order, number 6.
Yeah, credit Max Dudo. That was a perfectly executed bunt.
Oh, yeah.
Has to sacrifice himself, does it perfectly. Now in a tie game, top of the second inning. 2 outs, Critelli at second. Joe Duncan steps in. Blasted a ball to right center field for a double his first time up. First offering. Curveball snipes the outside edge, 0-1.
Both runs have scored from them hitting doubles. Duncan and Harrison.
0-1 offering. Chopped on the ground, foul, third base side, and it's quickly 0-2. Both teams with a single tally in the first frame. Now here in the top of the second. Randy Wynn trying to send us to the bottom half of the second, and a game still tied. Critelli at second, 0-2 on Duncan. Right on right matchup. Wynn rocks and deals the pitch. Swung on and missed. Went to the slider. Duncan down to a knee chasing. 4th strikeout of the game for Randy Wynn, and he strands a runner at second. To the bottom half of the second we go. Tied at 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krugemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krugemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krugemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
Bottom half of the second inning about to get underway, and Taylor Lane leads us off. Right-handed batter up against Kurt Heyer on the mound for the Miners. And Heyer's first pitch misses high for ball one. 7, 8, and 9 in the Otters order, tied at 1. Beginning the bottom half of the second, the 1-0 pitch. Lane swings through it, 1-1.
He's got quite a few hits in that Florence series. 2 hits in 2 games, I know.
Taylor open stance, Heyer the wind, the pitch. Misses outside, 2-1.
Plus he got that big hit in that last series against Normal.
And Taylor with a game-winning single back on Wednesday here at Bosse Field. The 2-1 swings and grounds it to the backstop for strike 2.
Yeah, that was the big run in the 6th inning.
Yeah, bottom of the 6th, that doubleheader helped the Otters avoid a sweep.
Yeah, 3-2.
Break-even pitch. Lane swings and pops it foul out of play right side, and a little. Although Taylor and Heyer never came close to playing against each other, a little bit of a rivalry. Taylor Lane, his last team before the Otters, Arizona State University. 2-2 again. Hit hard on the ground, but right to the second baseman, Wilsey, who picks it up and throws Lane out at first with ease for the first out of the inning. Lane at Arizona State, Heyer out of the University of Arizona. Of course, the Wildcats and Sun Devils have a historic and long-lived rivalry.
Number 31, the shortstop, JJ.
Both teams with an excess of major league talent coming from their schools, a long tradition of baseball. Arizona State, the college home of Barry Bonds.
I think Reggie Jackson, wasn't it, too?
Now, the first pitch to J.J. Gould misses inside for ball one. I think you might be right on that.
I think he played at Arizona.
Two down in the second, still tied at 1.
Reggie Jackson played here in 1967 with the Birmingham Barons. At that time was a Kansas City A's farm club. John McNamara was the manager. Good old Johnny, my buddy, lived down in Kentucky. Wasn't from California, but ended up living in Kentucky.
Now Taylor Hilson on the first pitch. Shows bunt, but takes a strike called on the outside corner, 0-1.
Johnny McNamara.
0-1 offering. Fastball down low, 1-1. You're right. Reggie Jackson did play at Arizona State University. Was also trying to play for their football team as well. Still focusing solely on baseball. The next pitch on the outside corner, 1-2. Hilson, the 9th man in the lineup for the Otters. Top of the order on deck. 2 outs, bottom of the second. We're tied at 1. 1-2 offering. Slider outside, 2-2.
I think Reggie Jackson also played for Baltimore at the AAAB team in Johnstown.
2-2 pitch swung on and flown in the air to left center field. Cortina starts in, now traces back a little into the alley, and he puts it away in left center to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Otters, and we'll go to the third. It's Evansville 1 and Southern Illinois 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by...
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting tri-state residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier and Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier and Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the tri-state, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier and Press can be found online at courierandpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier and Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
To the top of the third inning, it's Evansville 1 and Southern Illinois 1. Alongside Bill McHugh, Sam Jellick here on the mics at Bosse Field for the final 6-game homestand of the season for the Otters. Randy Wynn on the bump, Kyle Davis at the plate leading off the third. And the first pitch from Wynn is a breaking ball flipped over at the knees for a called strike one. One run apiece here in the top of the third inning for each team. 0-1 comes home to Davis, and he swings and pops it foul out of play. 0-2. Davis drove in the only run of the game to this point for the Miners back in the first with a single off the glove of J.J. Gould back in the first inning. Now quickly down in the count, 0-2, right on right matchup. The kick and the pitch. Little half swing on a fastball inside, can't make contact, swings through it. And that's now already the fifth punch out of the game for Randy Wynn. And one out to start the top of the third inning.
Yeah, he's got something going good here tonight.
Right fielder, Nolan Early.
The adrenaline really is slowing.
Now one out, base is clear for Nolan Early. Flew out to left his first time up. Left-handed batter, Wynn from the full windup. Gets his sign, the first pitch. And for back-to-back hitters, goes to the first pitch, breaking ball, gets it over. 0-1 on Early.
He's got a pretty good curveball and a sharp slider.
Fiddles with the ball in his glove, now kicks and deals the 0-1 pitch. Fastball flown in the air to left field. Lane started to his right, now turns his shoulders back and retreats in front of the warning track to haul it in for the second out of the frame.
In both occasions, as well as the other day, Lane out there playing left is really not sure. He doesn't read the ball well off the bat. Goes in one direction and recovers and goes in the other, but he makes the catches. That's what's important.
Now Chance Shepard 2 away, and Wynn offers up a first pitch fastball at the knees, outside corner, 0-1. Talking to Taylor, the outfield isn't really his natural position. He primarily played third base at Arizona State, where he started over 50 games this past season. 2 outs, top of the third, and the 0-1 to Shepard. Big wave and a miss out in front of a slider, 0-2.
Yeah, if you're a third baseman and you're thrown out there in the outfield, you got to get used to it. Just like I think Ryan Long at first, it was a good third baseman going out in the outfield. Wasn't that sure, but turned on to be a good left fielder.
0-2 pitch, curveball just outside.
Did you see Mr. Cronin was halfway to the dugout?
Yeah, David's just concerned because he's leading off the next inning, wants to get in there quickly.
Yeah.
Top of the third inning, 2 outs, tied at 1, Southern Illinois and Evansville. 1-2 on Shepard, reached on an error his first time up. Whiting sets up in, the pitch is inside, and Shepard swings and fouls it off the catcher. Still 1-2. Shepard leads the Miners with 21 home runs and 53 knocked in. Really having a very nice campaign for Southern Illinois. Right-handed batter, Wynn gets his sign. Cranks and throws the 1-2 pitch. Fastball just off the outside corner. Perhaps a touch low as well. Counts even at 2. Infield and outfield playing straight up. Wynn now really whipping left or right. across the diamond. The break-even pitch. Fastball called strike 3 outside flag. Wind freezes Shepard. And already 6 strikeouts in the game for Randy Wynn. We'll go to the bottom half of the third. It's Evansville 1 and Southern Illinois 1. You're on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by...
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Hey Otters fans, whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Bottom half of the third inning coming up. It's Southern Illinois 1 and Evansville 1 here from Bosse Field. Some big playoff implications for this series. Evansville trails the Miners by a game and a half for the wild card, and the Miners are also tied with River City for that final wild card spot. But just 12 games remaining, every single one important. First pitch to David Cronin leading off the frame is down low for ball 1. Top of the order for the Otters up against Kurt Heyer, who bounced back from 3 hits in the first inning to throw a 1-2-3 seconds. His 1-0 to Cronin. Fastball inside corner, knee high, 1-1. David bounced out to first in his initial at-bat. Left-handed batter against the righty Heyer out on the bump. Heyer into his line, steps behind the rubber. The 1-1 pitch, line to third and speared by Davis over top his head. What a play by Davis at the third base bag, playing in on the grass. Able to throw up the glove, get some leather on it, and haul it in to rob David Cronin of potential extra bases down the line.
Yeah, those are the type you go home and you beat the pillow about 20 times.
Kyle Davis with some great reaction time there. Now 1 out, here's Hunter Cullen, shows bunt on the first pitch, gets it down left side, back to the pitcher Heyer, fields with the bare hand, and throws to first to retire Cullen. Quickly 2 away in the bottom half of the third.
Number 17, the first baseman, Travis Harrison.
3 pitches, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third, tied at 1. Travis Harrison, now the batter, doubled off the right center field fence his first time up, then scored on the Jeff Gardner single. First pitch is lined out to short on one hop off the leg of Max Dudo and on into center field. Harrison will reach first base safely. And they're going to give Dudo an error on that one. Harrison hit it hard, but on one hop off of Dudo into center. And the 2-out error allows the third to continue for Jeff Gardner.
The right fielder, Jeff Gardner.
Aggressive swinging by Harrison, because that could have resulted in a 4-pitch inning for Kurt Heyer. But instead, the frame continues, and now it's Jeff Gardner. Find a single to center his last time up. Throw over to first. Harrison back in on his stomach safely.
I'll tell you what, both teams are hitting the ball silently. It may not be that many runs, but I'll tell you what, they are solid hits, even when they're outs.
Gardner, left-handed batter, higher from the stretch. The first pitch misses low with the fastball for ball one. 2 outs, bottom of the third inning. We're all tied at 1 with some dark skies rolling in overhead. Wind blowing pretty ferociously out there in center, whipping the flags.
Did it rain here today?
It did.
What time?
It was probably about noon, 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Just slightly?
Downpoured for about 10 minutes and then just stopped.
All right. It rained just a little at the airport, maybe 10 minutes at the most.
The 1-0 to Gardner. Misses outside, 2-0.
So they didn't have the tarp on, did they?
No, they did not.
Right.
Field could absorb that water.
I'm going to say we need a lot of rain around here.
Harrison at first, 16 stolen bases on the year. The pitch, Gardner chops it to first, diving stop by Critelli to his right, gets up and goes to the first base bag to retire Gardner. 2 phenomenal defensive plays from the Miners in the inning, take away hits, and we'll go to the 4th. We're tied at 1 here at Bosse Field on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Ballpark tonight. Tickets at Krukemeyer and Kahn. Get entered to win a monthly raffle for 50% off any purchase of over $1,000. The winner drawn on the first of each month, so the next drawing coming up. You can also mention ODN and receive 20% off any purchase of $500. Stop by Krukemeyer and Kahn and tell them ODN sent you.
Culver out for the inning.
Hi, I'm Katie Taylor.
And I'm Paul Kirby. The Mickey's Kingdom Community Build is getting closer, and we need your help.
We already have a lot of great volunteers for the build, but we still need more.
Volunteers are the most important part of the Mickey's Kingdom Community Build, and we know our community always steps up to help.
For a complete list of days and times volunteers are needed, please visit our website at mickeyskingdomdowntownevansville.com and click on the Volunteers tab. Or email me, Katie Taylor, at ct37@evansville.edu.
Injuries are inevitable.
Top half of the 4th inning from Bosse Field. Some phenomenal defense there from the Miners. Ends the 3rd inning. We're tied at 1 after 3 complete frames. Romeo Cortina, Kurt Wirtz Jr., and Anthony Critelli here in the inning for the Miners. 5, 6, and 7. Cortina punched out looking his first time up that game with runners at the corners in the first as Randy Wynn pitched out of that jam. Wynn back to work. His first pitch swung on and hit high in the air to left field, shallow down the line. Left fielder Lane coming in, and in front of the shortstop Gould, he makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
I'll say one thing, Sam, he's not the fanciest. He's not a Joe DiMaggio out there, but he does get the job done. But
well, you look at the flags right now out in center, and I think that might have something to do with it.
The wind, I mean, blowing the way it is, the flag?
Yeah, the wind's pretty ferocious right now. First pitch now to Kurt Wirtz Jr. is a called strike 0-1. 1 out, top of the 4th, tied at 1. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball inside, shuffles the feet of Wirtz out of the way, 1-1.
I tell you, Kurt could put one out of this ballpark, and he doesn't hit them that many. Again, he strikes out too many times, even with the Otters. He was a big strikeout.
The pitch. Fastball misses inside. And it's 2-1. Wirtz Jr. struck out swinging his first time up.
At one time we had, a couple of years back, we had all 3 outfielders were from Pennsylvania.
Wynn's 2-1 pitch. Cued back to the mound. Wynn in front of the bump. Fields on the grass and fires over to first to retire Wirtz easily. 2 away here in the top of the 4th, and both pitchers now really starting to settle in.
Yeah. Well, take the 2 doubles, the one that Duncan got, he later scored, and take the one that Harrison got, and he's later scored. Take those away, and we don't have any scoring at all.
And right now the line scores the same for both teams. 1 run, 3 hits, 1 error. Now Anthony Critelli, the batter, singled on a flare to center his first time up. Wynn's first pitch. Fastball misses just up and in for ball 1. Critelli, right-handed batter. Wynn straddles the rubber now into his wind. The pitch drops a breaking ball just above the belt, and it's 2-0.
Homedale is where AT&T had their big laboratory.
The 2-0. Fastball called strike 1 on the outside corner, 2-1. So that's where they experimented on you?
Yeah. Yeah, they put one of those circuits in my head.
They were amazed when they found out as the 2-1 comes home. Chopped on the ground to short. Gould backs up on it. Fields on the big third hop and fires across the first to retire Critelli. A 1-2-3 frame for Randy Wynn. He's now retired 8 men in a row. Or 9 men, excuse me, and we'll head to the bottom half of the 4th. Tied at 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer and Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer and Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer and Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer and Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer and Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer and Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Bottom half of the 4th inning coming up. Randy Wynn's retired 9 in a row for the Otters. But we're still tied at 1 as Kurt Heyer has matched him pitch for pitch lately. Thanks to some stellar defense that ended the 3rd inning. Now Carlos Castro leads it off for the Otters, 5, 6, and 7 in the lineup. First pitch, fastball on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1. Castro doubled down the right field line his first time up. And the 0-1. Slider off the outside corner, 1-1.
Is that the Dominican flag he's wearing on his arm?
It is. Carlos from La Romana, Dominican Republic, swings through the 1-1 with a vicious hack, 1-2. So his arm sleeve on the left arm, the Dominican flag on it. 1-2 on Castro, leading off the bottom of the 4th. Kurt Heyer back to work. His 1-2 pitch. Swung on and foul tipped, held onto by Shepard. Castro chases down and away. Second punch out of the game for Heyer. And there's one away to begin the bottom half of the 4th. Now Brant Whiting popped to center his first time up. Swings at the first pitch, lines it into center this time. Duncan coming on hard. He'll have to field it on a hop. Whiting rounds first, holds up there. Duncan gets the ball back in, and it's a one-out single for Brant Whiting.
Say one thing, Whiting hits his bat on a lot of balls. He doesn't strike out that often. I think that when he does strike out, they're called out rather than swinging outs. But generally, when he's swinging that bat, he makes contact.
Now Taylor Lane steps in. Bounced out to second his first time up. Runner at first, tied at 1, bottom of the 4th inning. One man gone, and the first pitch from Heyer goes down and away for ball 1. Heyer hasn't been missing a lot of bats, but he's made it work for him. Getting some nice defense behind him as the 1-0 comes home. Lane chops it foul at the plate, 1-1. Inducing a lot of weak contact as well. Whiting at first, 1 out. 1-1 on Lane. Right-handed batter, open stance. The pitch. Lined back up the middle, off the heel of Heyer. On one hop to the shortstop, Judo, who flips to second for 1. Throw back to first is late, and Heyer is down out on the mound. So that one looked like it caught him right behind the heel before deflecting out to short. The Miners lucky to get 1 out on the play. But the trainer for Southern Illinois is going to get out there very quickly. Brad Brush to check on Heyer, who's down on his wallet behind the rubber out on the mound, and they're going to take a long, hard look at him because that did not sound good.
I tell you what a play the shortstop made in getting that ball to second for the force out. That was a base hit all the way. Runners would be on, I think, first and third. However, ends up it was a force out at second.
And in a weird way, credit to Taylor Lane for hustling out of the box. Even though, you hit a ball hard, you think you got a single, and not giving up on that and watching the play unfold, hustling down the line to beat out a potential double play. And Kurt Heyer's back up on his feet, walking around a little bit. He'll throw a few warm-up pitches to see if he'll stay in the game. But man, took a pretty hard shot. I believe it was off of his left foot, so that's his plant foot.
And the way he just threw that one, it didn't hurt.
Pretty good velocity on that, but it's all about if he feels comfortable.
Yeah. Well, if you remember the famous story of Dizzy Dean, hurt his arm and changed his style, his delivery, and that was the end of his career. I don't know if you ever had that experience. I know I have, but you get a sore arm and you start you throw a different way, and before you know it, you got more problems than you had before.
So Kurt Heyer's going to stay in this game. Kudos to him. And thanks to his kick save, he gets an out on the play. Now 2 away, bottom of the 4th inning, still tied at 1. And over at first now is Taylor Lane.
Has he attempted to steal at all?
Not yet. We've seen him. He's flashed good wheels in the outfield.
Well, it's a good opportunity. 2 outs. And, scores tied. You got nothing to lose.
Lane with a solid lead, held on by Gratelli. And Gould takes a pitch high and outside for ball 1. JJ grounded out to third when he came up to the plate for the first time in the second. Now 2 outs, bottom of the 4th, and the 1-0. Fastball misses inside. Gould checks his swing, though appeal down to second. And Mike Vicker says Gould held up in time, so 2-0. Andy McCauley flashes the signal, so maybe something's on there.
Well, he went across that belt. Every time I've seen him, that belt might be a key.
The 2-0 offering. Fastball, belt high, outside corner, 2-1. And Mike Pinto's going to get a man up in the bullpen. I imagine just in case Heyer, if he's able to get out of this inning, comes back into the dugout and says, you know what, I don't think I can continue. That remains to be seen. The 2-1. Gould fouls it back to the net. 2-2. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Southern Illinois 1, Evansville 1. Otters a game and a half behind the Miners for the last wild card spot in the Frontier League. Lane at first. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled over top of the net this time. Gould stays alive. Count still even.
Now this would be a perfect time to steal.
Break even again. Gould winds it to third off the glove of Davis. Picks it up at his feet, throws to first. It's late. He nearly speared another line drive. That'll be a hit for J.J. Gould. Was nearly able to corral that one going to his left, but had it just squirt out of his glove by the time he recovered to try and throw out Gould. Not in time to get him. And the inning continues. Lane up to second. Gould aboard at first with the Otters' second hit of the inning.
I thought he had it in his glove, and like you say, it just bounced out. I mean, it didn't drop out. It flew out.
Now Taylor Hilson at the plate. Launches a first pitch fastball that carves up the outside edge, 0-1. Right on right matchup. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. Tied at 1. Go ahead run out at second. Hilson at the plate. The 0-1 from higher. Slider nice and tight, but misses down low for ball 1. Hilson flew out to left his first time up. Got a pretty good wood on it. Couldn't get it to drop in, though. Higher readies up. Brings the 1-1 pitch, lined up the middle and through for a base hit by the dive of the shortstop, Dudo. Lane racing around third. He's going to score without a play. Duncan gets it back on into the cutoff man, and Taylor Hilson comes in clutch with just his 4th RBI of the season to give the Otters a 2-1 lead here in the bottom half of the 4th.
That was a big RBI.
Back to the top of the order, number 6, the second baseman, David Cronin.
I tell you what, everybody is hitting, whether it's the Otters or the Miners. They're swinging those bats, and again, they're making contact.
Yeah, that's really now 4 straight hard hit balls for the Otters, dating back to Whiting's single. Now men at first and second, 2 outs. Otters now ahead 2-1. And David Cronin, the batter, top of the order. Hires first offering, misses inside, nearly gets Cronin on the feet. Throw back to second, as Gould had gotten far off the bag, but he's back in safely.
Old Shepard's not afraid to throw that ball. It reminds me of the old catchers that we were always trying to pick somebody off, and you don't see that. The catchers aren't as aggressive anymore, but Shepard is.
1-0, the count on Cronin. Gould at second, over at first. Hilson, an RBI single. Otters lead 2-1. Higher ready. His 1-0 pitch. Cronin with a big swing, skies it in the air, left side of the diamond. Just beyond short, the shortstop Dudo out onto the grass. Puts it away for the final out of the inning. Otters, though, get a run on Hilson's RBI single. We'll go to the 5th. It's Evansville 2 and Southern Illinois 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, Make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
To the top half of the fifth inning we go. It's Evansville 2 and Southern Illinois 1. Randy Wynn back to work now with a lead for the first time. The Otters trying to pick up a crucial win here up against the Southern Illinois Miners, and Randy Wynn back out to the mound, now staked to a 2-1 advantage.
And we have a guest in the radio booth here, Sam. It's one of our players' fathers.
The first pitch of the frame to Jake Wilsey is on the outside corner, 0-1.
Yeah, do you want to introduce him?
He can introduce himself.
Oh, okay. And you are who, sir?
Hi, my name is Robert Beardsley. I come a long way here to Evansville.
The 0-1 pitch to Wilsey. Fastball misses just outside, 1-1. And unfortunately, you just missed Tyler's start.
I know, and we're not going to be here for the next round. But...
and you flew in from California, we understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bakersfield, California is where we were from, that area anyway.
Bakersfield used to be in the old California State League with Fresno and Modesto, and those were the good old days. My good friend Buddy Kerr managed out there many, many years. But anyway, now I don't know what I was going to say. Go ahead.
1-2 on Wilsey. Wynn rocks and deals the pitch. Chopped foul on the left-hand side. Still 1-2.
Now I do. I understand you're, besides Tyler's father being here, his grandmother is here. And she came up to the booth earlier and she said, you listen to Sam here all the time, and you think he's one of the greatest announcers that ever broadcast a baseball game.
Yes, sir. I think the detail to describing what's taking place out there on the field has made it a great experience for us at home, especially, not being able to be here. So we appreciate what both of you guys do for us,
Well, I'm happy that Tyler makes it easy on me. He works quickly, throws strikes, keeps it fun.
Yeah. Well,
Wins 1-2 pitch. Fouled away again. Wilsey stays alive.
Well, as I said, Sam, I was telling this young gentleman here how you described the game in every aspect, and I wish I could do as well because you're a professional.
Well, I hope I try to be at least. I'm glad it comes off that way.
Well, anyway, when I come up and I said, hey, that gentleman down there.
1-2, swung on and missed. Wynn racks up his 7th strikeout of the night to lead off the top of the 5th inning. Otters still ahead by 1.
When I come up and I said, hey, Sam, I said, Tyler's father was down there, and I said, all he did was brag about you. What a great announcer you are. So now you got a chance to congratulate and thank that gentleman for uttering those rhetorical words.
Well, thank you, and thank you for providing a good pitcher for our team. I think that's the more important thing. I don't have a job unless Tyler exists.
Yeah. So, Bob, what do you do during the? What's your profession?
I manage a placement in the admissions team in a vocational school in Tehachapi. We teach mostly veterans how to work on the wind turbines.
Oh, boy.
Well, I just learned something new. I've been saying Tyler's hometown wrong the entire season.
Yes, I know. I've been meaning to say
no.
It's called Tehachapi.
Oh, boy. That's another.
Oh, man, this is embarrassing now.
I hope Mr. Bussing isn't listening because that'll be $1 out of our salary.
Well, don't feel bad because not too many people can pronounce it.
Lined into the left center field gap. That's down for a base hit for Max Dudo. He's rounding first, heading into second. It'll be in there standing. The throw from the gap from lane and left trickles on in. It's a 1-out double for Max Dudo. The tying run now in scoring position for the Miners.
Got pretty good speed there. He went coasting into second base without a slide. But so in a way, you're a school teacher.
Well, yeah, I started as an instructor, but I manage a great team. We're required by our accreditors to place 70% of our students out in the industries that we train them on.
Is that federally funded? I mean, you know, the government involved in.
Oh yeah, they use their veterans benefits to come to our course, and we're also on Army bases throughout the nation, which allows them to get a career before they transition out of the military.
The first pitch to Joe Duncan. He taps it back to the mound. Wynn looks the runner out at second, but Dudo's already on his way to third, so Wynn gets the only out available at first. Dudo up to third, and now with 2 away, it's Kyle Davis.
You know, we're going to celebrate, I think it's Friday night. Is that, Sam, Veterans Night? Or
Friday night is Star Wars night, and I believe Saturday is military appreciation.
And we're going to honor our veterans and those that, you know, who are active in service now. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, we can't do enough for the veterans.
I'll tell you what, it makes it easy to get up and go to work in the morning when you're doing something for people like that fight for your country.
Chopped on the ground to short. Gould Fields ranging to his left and throws out Kyle Davis at first to end the inning. Wynn strands a runner over at third, and the Otters still have the lead. We're halfway home. To the bottom half of the fifth we go. It's Evansville 2 and Southern Illinois 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Well,
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the fifth inning we go. It's Evansville 2 and Southern Illinois 1. Kurt Heyer back to work for the Miners. Thankfully okay after his injury, and Hunter Cullen leads it off for Evansville. First pitch at the bottom of the fifth is swung on, fouled straight back. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, Sam, it was so nice of Tyler's father come up, and we really, you know, when they travel from California and Texas to come and see their sons play. And
the 0-1, Cohen hits it hard on the ground, but right to the first baseman, Critelli. Down to a knee, Fields gets up and taps the base to retire Hunter. One away to start the bottom of the fifth.
They always brag about listening to the ball games, and they're so happy that, you know, we describe Bossy Field and Ottersville here, and they all want to come to see it. So it's nice to know that we have fans listening.
Now Travis Harrison, who we said last time up, reached on an error. The first pitch comes home to him, swings through it, 0-1. That's since been changed to a hit. So Travis now 2 for 2 tonight after an absolutely stellar weekend over at Florence. Double and a single here this evening. It's Evansville 2, Southern Illinois 1, bottom of the fifth.
So they did change that to a hit?
Yep, and Harrison swings through the 0-1, same pitch as the first strike that he swung through, and it's 0-2.
Well, I'm glad they did, because I didn't want to argue the point, but that was a hard hit ball. I remember in my day, they used to call it too hot to handle and to be a base hit.
0-2 pitch from Heyer. Fastball inside, misses, 1-2. Travis now, with his 2 hits here this evening, is 11 for his last 18. He has just been tearing the cover off the ball as of late.
Well, he's batting over 290 now.
1-2 pitch. Slider in the dirt. Harrison lays off 2-2.
You know, about a week ago, we were talking about Harrison and Ryan Long. They were both like 281, 282. Now they're 290s.
Yeah, Travis also in the top 5 now in on-base percentage. Break-even pitch. Slider inside. Travis checks his swing and holds up. Tried to tuck his hands inside that ball and held up in time. Count full at 3-2.
And I know I'm going to say after this pitch.
Higher ready, rocks and deals the payoff pitch. Outside ball 4, Travis draws the walk. As in addition to being in the top 5 in on-base percentage, Travis second in the league in walks drawn as well with over 50.
Yeah. Now I know his father-in-law, Jim Pullman, is down there in Fort Myers.
Yep.
We got that right. It's not Fort Pierce, it's Fort Myers.
Yeah, I saw him over the weekend in Florence. Was able to say hello. He wants you to give him a call.
You kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, boy. I tell you what, you travel, you meet all the important people.
Yeah, but he wants you to call him.
Oh, me to call?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
First pitch to Jeff Gardner, chops it foul at the plate up the first base side, 0-1.
He's a planning discipline leader. I wonder what that is.
From what I understand, he helps kind of like design airports.
Oh, that's just up my alley. I have a lot of trouble with airports.
Throw over to first. Harrison back in with a dive. There's one out, bottom of the 5th. Evansville 2, Southern Illinois 1 with Travis Harrison at first. It's 0-1 on Gardner. 1 for 2 this evening. RBI single in the first. Also bounced out to first base. Higher from the set. The leg kick, the pitch, and drops a beauty of a breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2.
I'll tell you, Sam, years ago when I was scouting in the major leagues and I was traveling different airports all over the country, all over the world in a way, and I'll tell you what, if I did today what I used to do in those days, I'd be in jail. I mean, today they don't take any guff. I would sit and argue and, what I used to do. I was a meanie.
I don't even want to know what you tried to bring on the Flames. The 0-2 misses high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gardner.
Well, when you travel first class, they give you complimentary drinks in little tiny bottles. And I traveled with my co-partner, Dick Hager. And the two of us were the only 2 major league scouts for the Padres. And we would travel.
1-2 pitch. Gardner checks his swing. Fastball upstairs. And Steve Donahue says he went around. No argument from Gardner. Third punch out of the game for Higher. And there's 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Travis Harrison still at first.
Anyway, Dick and I, we would sit in first class. I'd get, I'm going to say, row 2, seat 2, and he'd get 3. And he'd say to the waitress or stewardess, hey, give my friend a drink. And I'd get one, and I'd say, give my friend a drink.
Harrison running for a second. Castro swings and fouls it back, and that's an unfortunate break for the Otters because Harrison was running before Higher even went home.
He had that base stolen.
Yeah. Castro had a pitch to hit, though, and took a credible rip at it. When it's 0-1, Castro 1 for 2, a double down the right field line. Also struck out swinging his last time up. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Harrison at first. The 0-1. Fastball high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I tell you what, that left fielder's playing a little deep out there, isn't he? And center fielder as well. They know that this ballpark has got extra yardage.
Throw back over to first. Harrison dives back in safely. Right on right matchup. 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Higher from the stretch. And his pitch is roped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And it's going to go all the way to the warning track. Cut off by Cortina. Harrison rumbles into third. Held up there. Castro into second with his second double of the evening. And there's men at second and third with 2 away now. And Brant Whiting stepping to the plate.
I tell you, coming off the DL and getting 2 doubles. That's going to be an inspiration to the Otters to know that, hey, got another bat in that lineup. And especially right now with Long out, you would need that another bat.
Now the first pitch to Brant Whiting launches a fastball high for ball 1. Brant 1 for 2 here tonight. The 1-0 pitch. Perfect fastball from higher, outside corner at the knees. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Two men gone, bottom of the 5th. Otters lead by 1, but looking for an extended edge. And Whiting checks his swing on a curveball on the back foot. 2-1.
I tell you, before we had one run, 3 hits and 1 error for the Miners, and we had that similar for the Otters, and now there's 7 hits.
The kick and the pitch. Whiting lashes it into straightaway center, but Duncan barely has to move. Center fielder takes a few steps back and puts it away for the final out of the inning. Otters strand 2 more aboard. We'll go to the 6th. Evansville 2, Southern Illinois 1 here on WUE.
Citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
Hi, this is Zane Clodfelter of the Evansville Otters, and you're listening to WUEV Sports on 91.5 FM.
Hey, Otters fans, Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course has the best golf rates in town. Now offering 18 holes to the cart for just $18. Don't forget the $1 drafts and $5 pitchers of ice-cold beer. Come and visit the Bolt. Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Top half of the 6th inning alongside Bill McHugh. I'm Sam Jelinek, bringing you all the action this evening. Randy Wynn's been twirling a gem, and I'll go through the meat of the Miners' order, 3, 4, and 5 here in the top of the 6th. First pitch to Nolan Early, misses high and outside for ball 1. 2-1 Evansville on top. Wynn's 1-0 pitch, drops a breaking ball off the inside corner, 2-0. Early 0 for 2 tonight. 2 flyouts to left. Head in the count, 2 balls, no strike. Wynn kicks and deals the pitch. Misses high, 3-0. Randy has not issued a walk here tonight. He's really had a 3-ball count as well.
Yeah, he's close to it now. It's going to be a fastball down the middle.
The 3-0 pitch. Fastball down the middle, a touch high, but Wynn gets the call, 3-1.
Besides Tyler Bielson's father and grandmother here, we also have another family.
The 3-1, a line to short. Gould with a little hop makes the catch. Had that ball hit right at the brim of his cap, and the shortstop able to come down with it with an absolute screamer of an out. to open up the top of the sixth.
Yeah, sitting down in the box seats and back in the dugout is Sam's mother and father, Mr. and Mrs. Jelinek. And I know they haven't got the radio on and listened to us, but I tell you what, they are so proud of their son. And I tell you what, I am too. So anyway.
First pitch to Chance Shepard, fastball outside for ball. One of my mom's been pestering me for I don't know how long, but she's been wanting a shout out on air. So Mom, shout out to you. You finally got it.
Oh, she's listening. Oh, she is.
The 1-0 to Shepard. Fastball outside corner, bell tie, 1-1.
Oh, they must have a radio down there listening to us.
No, they play it across the speakers in between pitches. You didn't know that?
No.
The 1-1. Shepard swings, skies it out of play, right-hand side, 1-2, yeah.
You mean on the scoreboard?
No, like you know how there's the public address system?
Oh, you mean Zane?
Yeah. Well, they broadcast this in between pitches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mr. Bussing likes to pipe it through the ballpark for ambiance.
Oh, ambiance.
Yeah, 1-2. Slider misses outside. Wynn tried for the corner and missed. 2-2. Shepard, the cleanup man for the Miners. 0 for 2 tonight. An error and a strikeout looking. Hits here. 2-1 Otters lead. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the sixth. Break-even pitch. Curveball hangs high and in. And the count's full. 3-2. Back-to-back 3-ball counts for Randy Wynn.
Well, it's good to see Sergeant James here, too. He's back from rehab.
Wynn rocks and deals the payoff pitch. Fouled back to the screen. A fastball pretty meaty right there. Shepard can't barrel it up, and the count stays full.
Well, we got a nice crowd here tonight.
Yeah, for a Tuesday night. Not too shabby. 3-2 again. Chopped foul at the plate. Shepard out in front of a curveball, but able to get a piece of it with a one-hand tap. Randy now up to 74 pitches tonight. Not too bad. Top half of the sixth inning, 1 away, so very much in control. But a 7-pitch at bat now with Shepard. Number 8 coming up. We'll see if that'll be the magic bullet. Payoff again. Swung on and missed. It is the magic bullet. Wynn strikes out Shepard. Now 8 in the game for Randy Wynn. He struck out 9 his last time out. So approaching that mark once again.
Number 4, the left fielder, Romeo Cortina.
Now 2 away, and in comes Romeo Cortina, 0 for 2. Cortina, right-handed batter, the first pitch. Slider bites the outside corner, 0-1. Cortina, right-handed batter, 0 for 2. Strikeout looking, and a fly out to left. It's here with the bases empty, 2 outs, top of the sixth. 0-1 delivery. Crushed in the air to left field, pretty deep. Lane racing back in front of the wall. He reaches up, it's over his head as the one hops up against the left center field fence. Gets it back on into the cutoff man, but Cortina rushes into second with a 2-out double.
Number 8, designated hitter, Kurt Wirtz Jr.
That's the 5th double of the game. Castro got 2 doubles. Harrison's got a double. Duncan and now Cortina.
And Max Dudo, 9-hole hitter.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, right.
Now Kurt Wirtz Jr., 0 for 2. Swings through the first pitch fastball. Wind blows it by him. 0-1. Tying run out at second. 2 outs, top of the sixth inning. And Wirtz Jr., the batter, he's 0 for 2. A strikeout. Also tapped back to the mound.
I tell you, Kurt has come up so many times.
Wynn checks the runner at second. The leg kick, the pitch, swung on and missed again. It was the fastball. Now this time, a curveball inside. Wirtz can't connect, and it's 0-2.
I was going to say Kurt Wirtz has come up so many times since he's been with the Miners against the Otters in so many situations with runners on base, and he seems to unfortunately get a big K every time.
The 0-2 pitch, fastball inside. Wertz backed up off the plate. The home plate umpire, Steve Donahue, does not give the call.
I thought that was strike 3.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Tying run out at second, 2 outs. The pitch. Line down the right field side, that's a foul ball. Off the hands, Wertz able to power it down the line, but can't keep it fair, and will do the 1-2 again.
You know, Kurt's got to be at least, he's got to be the minimum age now, 28.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, I got it right
to
here.
our handy-dandy fact book.
Let's see. 91, he was born in 91, so yeah.
1-2 pitch, fouled back over top of the screen, and still 1-2. Yep, that puts him at 27.
27, 28's the maximum.
Correct.
But he can be 28 if the season starts.
Yes. 1-2 on Wertz.
Let's see, I'm going to say he's been in this league 5 years, 6 years maybe.
The leg kick, the 1-2 again. Fouled back to the screen, and he stays alive.
Let's see, this will be, I think, 3rd year with the minors. 2 years, 5 years anyway. At least 5 years. I'm going to say 2 years with us, 3 with them.
One, 2 is down in the dirt. Wertz lays off. And now the count's even at 2. Still 2-1 Evansville, top of the 6th inning. Wynn being forced to work really hard here in the frame. Cortina out at second, the tying run, and the count's even on Wertz. The next pitch, curveball called strike 3. Wynn buckles the knees of Wertz. Strikes him out, looking number 9 tonight. And the Otters stay in front. We'll go to the bottom half of the 6th. It's the Otters 2 and the Miners 1 here on WUEV. Brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Bottom half of the 6th inning coming up. It's the Otters 2 and the Miners 1 with Taylor Lane leading off the frame. Kurt Heyer back to work. His first pitch is outside for ball 1. 7, 8, and 9 in the Otters order after Brant Whiting lined out to center to end the bottom of the 5th as the 1-0 comes in downstairs to Lane 2-0.
For the record, Kurt Wertz said junior first year was here 215.
2-0, Lane takes a called strike knee high. Heyer back into the count, 2-1. Lane 0 for 2. The 2-1 pitch misses down and in, 3-1. Taylor lined the ball back the middle his last time up, but it deflected off the heel of Heyer, turned into a fielder's choice. The pitch. Popped up off the hands, foul ground, first base side. Critelli chasing after it in front of the Otters bullpen. He gets leather on it, but it bounces to the earth for strike two. Critelli can't haul it in. Had a long run to go in front of the Otters bullpen bench. That's a play we've seen many a first baseman attempt to try and get on the warning track in front of the fencing on the first base side, and many have had the ball bang off their gloves. Payoff pitch. Lined into center field. Duncan coming on, and he'll make the catch. Traversing on in towards the diamond. Lane retired for the first out of the inning. And say this about the Otters against Hire here tonight. They have not been getting cheated on their swings. They've looked pretty comfortable in there. Hire has not produced a lot of swings and misses. He's gotten his outs. The Otters now with 7 hits in the game. Now J.J. Gould, Hire's first delivery. This is outside for ball one. Gould 1 for 2, singled his last time up, which helped set up Taylor Hilson for the RBI single. The pitch. Gould with a big swing late on it, though. Pops it foul out of play, 1-1.
I just noticed that Tyler Lane, prior to tonight, was at bat 16 times, struck out twice, so he's been at bat 4 times tonight, or 3. And
the 1-1 again. Hire misses off the outside corner, 2-1.
That's not bad. 2 strikeouts are close to 20 times at bat. That's like 1 for 10. You know, that's much better than a lot of the other Otters.
The pitch, high and tight. Gould checks his swing, able to hold up, and the count's 3-1. 2-1 Evansville, bottom of the 6th inning in a huge divisional matchup. Hire rocks and deals the pitch. Outside, ball 4. That's the first walk we've seen in this entire game. And it's here in the bottom of the 6th with 1 out to J.J. Gould.
Harrison walk.
Ah, you got me. You keep me on my toes, Bill. The second walk allowed by Whiting.
I tell you what, you're allowed 1 per game.
I knew there's a reason I kept you around.
Well, you allow me 5.
Now Taylor Hilson, throw over to first. Gould flops back onto the bag. 1 out, Evansville ahead by 1, bottom of the 6th. Taylor Hilson, the batter. Hire from the stretch. His first pitch is bunted down the third base line. It's a beauty. Davis charges, tries to field, but has the ball kick off his glove. It'll be a bunt base hit for Taylor Hilson. Up to second goes Gould, and Hilson's got his second hit of the day with a perfectly placed bunt down the third base side.
Back to the top of the order for Evansville, number 6, the second baseman.
You never teach a guy when trying to bunt the ball in the air a little bit, but when you do get it with a little bit of backspin and it deadens like that, boy, that turns into a lot of hits.
Oh, yeah.
And it's nothing really intentional that you do, but Hilson there just perfectly executed. And now the pitching coach for the Miners, Tyler Martin's going to head out to talk with Hire with men at first and second and 1 away. Nick Durazo's getting loose down in the Miners bullpen. Imagine that's going to be for the top of the order, which is littered with left-handed batters for the Otters.
Well, you know, Sam, talking about your bunting, about the little blooper. You know, bunting, in a way, it's an art. And if you would, you put the bat out there, and just when the ball's making contact, just draw it back a little. That's like if I was to hit you in the arm and I give you a hard shot, but as soon as I make contact, I pull my arm back, it don't hurt. So same with the bat. If you pull it back slightly, the power, and then it just bloops away, and you don't have that hard shot. But again, that's the science.
Yeah, that's what Hilson just did there.
Right.
Now men at first and second, 1 out, and David Cronin, the top of the order. He's had a tough night, 0 for 3 with a line out. Got a huge hole on the left side of the diamond with Dudo shadowing the runner. First pitch from Hire misses outside for ball 1. So if David can just scoot one through the left side, he's got a lot of real estate to work with. Left on right matchup, Cronin hitting from the left side. 1-0 the count, Hire ready. Serves up the pitch, and Cronin swings through it. A little late. He might have been thinking about trying to punch through that hole. The count's 1-1. Took the words out of your mouth?
Yes, you did. He was a late swing. And you just, ladies and gentlemen, he never gives me a chance.
Calls him like he sees him. One out, bottom of the 6th inning. It's Evansville 2, Southern Illinois 1. Higher ready, his pitch. Cronin taps it foul up the first base side, and it's 1-2.
You know what's so interesting? You watch all the different managers in this league, the way they approach the railing and watching the game. If you look at the little general down there, Napoleon, he never changes. That is his stance constantly. The same with Andy. They don't change from game to game. It's the same stance.
1-2 on Cronin, chokes up on the bat. Gould from second, Hilson from first, and the pitch is lined into right field. That's a base hit. Gould advancing to third. He's going to be held up there. The throw back in, cut off by the first baseman. An absolute shot off the bat of Cronin. Andy McCauley had no choice but to hold up Gould. That ball was hit way too hard. And the bases are loaded now with one away for Hunter Cullen.
You know, as a third base coach, in holding him up, one of the things you can't determine is when the runner's coming around like that and the fielder has it, you don't know exactly where the outfielder's going to throw the ball. Now, in that case, it was more toward the pitcher's mound, so therefore he had a great chance of stealing or of scoring. But how does anyone know until the ball is on its flight? I mean, how many times you said the other night when Gardner threw out the runner scoring the other night, the same way when he threw the runner out here. Perfect throws to home.
Yeah, you never know till the ball's actually in play, and you don't exactly have a lot of time to react, hit the brakes, and head back to the base.
Right. Here comes the general. That's it. He's out.
And Mike Pinto is going to head to the mound to the minors. The manager out. He's going to pull Kurt Heyer after 5 1/3 innings. The bases are loaded, and we've got ourselves a pitching change. Nick Durazo's in out of the pen for the minors. Kurt Heyer is out. The Otters are threatening, and we'll take a break. It's Evansville 2 and Southern Illinois 1. We'll be back in a flash here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the Tri-State, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 Tri-State locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the Tri-State. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Since 1994, Slays Restoration has been assisting Tri-State residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slays Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slays Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
I'd yank them. Get them out before the house burns down.
We're in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The bases are loaded for the Otters, already leading 2-1. And Nick Durazo is on to try and quell the flame for the Miners. Durazo, a left-handed pitcher, comes in relief of Kurt Heyer. Durazo, 5'10", 188 pounds, out of East Carolina University. 1-1 with a 2.64 ERA, 18 games, 17 innings, 16 strikeouts, 9 walks, and 7 hits allowed. Pitching for the first time since August 18th. That was back on Saturday. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Left on left matchup with Hunter Cullen at the plate. He's 0 for 3. First pitch from Durazo. Cullen swings and misses at the breaking ball for strike 1. Gould's at third. Hilson's out at second. Cronin's at first. Corners are playing in for the Miners. Middle infield at double play depth. Outfield straight away, if not a few steps deep. The 0-1 offering. Hit high in the air to right field. Right fielder early takes a few steps back, makes the catch. Runner from second tagging and going from to third as Gould tags from third and scores. Sacrifice fly for Hunter Cullen. And the Otters take a 3-1 lead with men now at the corners.
Oh, that's what you want. Just drive it. That's what you want. An RBI.
Number 17.
A hit would have been nice, but fly ball like that. At least if I was had anything to do with it, I'd be satisfied as giving him a star.
Yeah, Hunter now with 17 RBIs on the year. Men at first and third here for Travis Harrison. 2 outs and a chance to give the Otters their biggest lead of the game if Harrison can come through. 2 for 2. Single, double, and a walk. Durazo's first pitch. Misses away with the fastball. Cronin's at first base. Hilson's now at third. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th inning. Otters now states to a 3-1 advantage. Wind blowing straight out to center field. And a throw over to first. Cronin dives to the bag safely. Thanks to Jeff Gardner's first inning RBI single, Harrison now trails Gardner for the team lead in RBIs by 1. 1-0 pitch. Change up outside, 2-0.
Yeah, now if Travis gets a base hit, and we're back to 55-55. I'm going to bet. I want to see him get 55.
2-0 on Harrison. He's got the highest batting average on the team with men in scoring position, pushing above 360. 2-0 offering. Hangs high, 3-0. I think Durazo might be pitching around Harrison to get to Gardner on deck, but that's a dangerous proposition. Men at the corners, 2 outs. Otters 3, Miners 1. And 3-0 on Travis Harrison. The pitch. Inside ball 4. Harrison draws his second walk of the night. That's going to load the bases for Jeff Gardner with 2 away.
So you gave up the poison to get to the snake bite.
Number 5, the right fielder, Jeff Gardner.
Try and pick which poison you'd rather deal with.
Yeah, here comes that pitching coach. And there's no one warming up, so I don't know what he's going to say.
Well, I think I'll probably tell him, try not to walk him. That's probably a good place to start.
Good. I think that's a good... Oh, boy, you leave me speechless on that one. What should I do, Skip?
I've always been curious in situations like this, unless obviously if there's something mechanical that the pitching coach notices to tell his guy. But with the bases loaded like this, you got the matchup you want left on left. I mean, aside from telling, maybe your front shoulder's opening up too soon, but just like, hey, like, try not to give up a hit. I mean, I never coached at a high level, so I can never know what those conversations actually entailed.
Well, there's only one thing you can say. Go there and throw strikes.
Get him out.
That's it. If he hits the ball, that's what you got 8 other guys on the team for, to catch it.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Otters 3, Miners 1. Left on left matchup, Durazo's first pitch. Gardner swings away, fouls it back over the screen for strike 1. Gardner 1 for 3. RBI single in the first, and since then bounced out to first base and then struck out swinging. Carlos Castro on deck if we get there here in the frame. Outfield straight up, right fielder early, playing very deep. The 0-1. Fastball down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Carrazzo readies up. The 1-1. Breaking pitch outside. Gardner takes it, watching it very carefully into Shepard's glove. 2-1.
You know what's so interesting? Ryan Long's got 49 RBIs. Gardner now has 50. Harrison's got 49. Oh, wait a minute.
The 2-1. Downstairs, 3-1.
Travis has got 54. Gardner's got 55. And the next highest is Dave Crowan with 28. He's the leadoff man. That's the unbelievable part. The fourth highest RBI man in the team's leadoff man.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, 3-1 on Gardner. Nowhere to put him. The pitch. Down low in the dirt, ball 4. That will force home a run. Pilson trots on home from third. And I think pitching coach Tyler Martin forgot to tell Nick Carrazzo to throw strikes.
Yeah, and that's also an RBI for Gardner.
Yeah,
so
second
now
on
he's
the night.
got 56. But, you know, getting back to Cronin, the leadoff man, he's supposed to lead the team in runs scored, not RBIs.
Now Patrick Deuster's getting loose down in the Southern Illinois bullpen with Carlos Castro due up. Right now, bases still loaded, 2 outs. Castro 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. First pitch. Swings and drives it in the air to left field. Got underneath of it, though. Left fielder Cortina takes a few steps back, settles under it, and puts it away for the final out of the frame. Otters do score 2, though, and will go to the 7th. It's Evansville 4 and Southern Illinois 1 on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
To the top half of the 7th inning we go. It's now Evansville 4 and Southern Illinois 1. Hey, Otters fans, if you come attend a game here at Bosse Field, bring your ticket stub into Krookemeyer and Kahn for a monthly raffle. Winning ticket gets 50% off any purchase over $1,000 on their fine jewelry. Winner will be drawn on the 1st of each month. Also mention the Evansville Otters digital network at Krookemeyer and Kahn and get 20% off any purchase of $500 or more. Tell them ODN sent you. Randy Wynn back to work. Now stakes to a 3-run lead. Otters 4, Miners 1. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Southern Illinois, and Wynn fires home a first pitch fastball to Anthony Critelli to open up the 7th, 0-1. Randy straddles the rubber, peers in over his glove, kicks and deals the 0-1. Down and away, 1 ball, 1 strike.
I just realized Randy had 94. He's got over 100 now on strikeouts, for the year.
1-1 to Critelli. Perfect breaking ball at the knees, outside corner, 1-2. Critelli, 1 for 2, singled his first time up, then bounced out to short. Right on right matchup. The wind and the 1-2. Hit on the ground to second. Cronin a few steps to his left. The second baseman gobbles it up and throws out Critelli at first for the first out in the top of the 7th.
Number 27, second baseman Jake Wilsey.
Randy now with 89 pitches on the night. We've seen him go as many as 130, so he's got plenty left in the tank.
I'd leave him go. Doesn't he have 3-4 complete games?
First pitch to Wilsey, fouled straight back for strike 1. Randy leads the team with 4 complete games.
Yeah, this would make 5 if you let him go.
Each one of them just a little bit of a different variety, which is kind of funny. With Wilsey here 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts, 1 out, top of the 7th. Otters 4, Miners 1. 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch hangs high, 1-1. He's fired a 7-inning complete game. He's fired an 8-inning complete game while we were on the road. A 9-inning complete game shutout. And then a 9-inning complete game where he allowed 1 run. The 1-1. Breaking pitch starts on the plate but works its way outside, 2-1. So each complete game just slightly different than the other.
Yeah.
1 out, nobody on for Wilsey, top of the 7th. Otters lead by 3. Randy Wynn dealing here tonight. The 2-1 pitch. Rolled on the ground, foul, third base side, 2-2.
I bet that's going to be a long ride. Well, they're not going back to Marion after tonight. They're in the hotel. But, and the little general, I don't know if he drove down. He's got a Mercedes. A lot of times he drives down by himself. He don't ride with the bus.
2-2 pitch. Fastball, called strike 3 at the knees, outside corner. Wynn paints the edge. Strikeout number 10. He's into double digits tonight. And there's 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Number 1, shortstop Max Dudo.
I've seen the little Napoleon go wild, but I've never seen him thrown out of a ball game.
He has been ejected this year.
Oh, he has?
Yes. Not against us.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I've watched him all these years, and I've seen him argue, and he goes out there, and he's a little fire plug, but I've never seen him thrown out.
Now Max Dudo, the 9-hole hitter, wins first delivery. Fouls it straight back for strike 1. Dudo, 1 for 1, sacrifice bunt, also a double to left center. One of the weird things about Randy's season this will be start number 17 for him. And somehow he has managed, this is his first start against the Miners. The 0-1, Dudo chops it foul, first base side, quickly 0-2, just a little bit of a scheduling quirk, I guess. You play each team in your division 12 times. Randy has faced everybody else in the division at least once, if not twice, but somehow has avoided facing the Miners. 0-2 on Dudo, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Otters 4, Miners 1. Wynn uncorks the 0-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. We'll do the 0-2 at least one more time. To the count and time called as the bullpen arm of the Miners has to go onto the field to retrieve a lost ball. Everything all good on that front now. Still 0-2. Wynn cranks and fires the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Went to the changeup and Dudo fooled badly. 11 in the game for Randy Wynn, and it's time to stretch. Bottom half of the 7th inning coming up. It's Evansville 4, Southern Illinois 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
7th inning.
I just love this place. And And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Diamond Anniversary Band dazzling earrings or a gorgeous diamond bracelet. Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Patrick Duster is going to come on and pitch here for the Miners in relief of Nick Durazo, who finished off the bottom of the 6th inning, limiting the damage to 2 runs in that frame. So Higher goes 5 1/3, 9 hits, 4 runs all earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Durazo, 2/3 of an inning and no hits, no runs, 2 walks and no strikeouts. And now Patrick Duster, the 6'6", 225-pound righty, comes on in the bottom half of the 7th with Evansville ahead 4-1.
I just had to run out to say hello to Sergeant James and Gloria, 2 of the best Otter fans you ever saw. They were headed the 50-50, and what a wonderful job. Anyway, Sergeant James just got out of the hospital, and I had to go say hello.
I know I can believe you when you said that you ran because you're out of breath.
I'm out of breath, I know. Anyway.
Duster, 2-2 on the season, 3.97 ERA for the Miners, making his first appearance since last Friday against Gateway when he tossed a scoreless inning. Brant Whiting leads it off for the Otters. Duster's first pitch. Fastball bounces in for ball 1.
You know, when you got fans and friends like that, you take a minute of your time to say hello.
Whiting 1 for 3 tonight. 2 flyouts to center and sandwiched in between a single to center. Right on left matchup, the 1-0. Whiting hits it hard on the ground right to the first baseman, Critelli, traps it against his leg and brings it to the bag himself for the first out of the inning.
I tell you what, he's had a lot of hot shots down there at first base. He's done a super job, and I mean, they were hot, just like that one there. 1-2 hops and boom.
Now 1 out, and Taylor Lane's going to come up to bat. 0 for 3 tonight. He started off his Otters career 4 straight games, 4 hits. First pitch. Takes a called strike, 0-1.
Well, the game's not over yet.
Lane open, stands from the right side. The 0-1 pitch. Perfect fastball at the knees, outside edge, 0-2. Duster from the full windup, nobody on, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. It's 4-1 Otters. The pitch, chopped on the ground to third. Third baseman Davis backs up on it, fields and throws low to first, but picked out by Critelli for the second out of the inning.
We were just complimenting him on his fielding, and that one there was in the dirt, and he just saved that third baseman an error.
Number 31.
I tell you what, having good defensive catcher and a good defensive first baseman are really very, very important to a winning team.
Now 2 outs, and J.J. Gould's going to be the batter. 1 for 2, single walk and a ground out. also scored a run. First pitch from Duster. Misses inside for ball one.
Did you ever think of it, though, with a catcher and the first baseman are the ones more involved in every play in the game, or more plays than average in the game?
Duster's 1-0 offering. This is high and tight, and I think that hit J.J. Gould. It did.
It hit him.
Glanced off his hands.
I heard it up here. I got those $6,000 earplugs in my ear. I heard it.
And that's scary for the Otters because J.J. got hit on the hand against Florence on Saturday. That knocked him out of Sunday's contest. So lucky to see there that it didn't hit him full on, just more glanced off.
I'm laughing at myself.
Now Taylor Hilson, the hitter, takes the first pitch down and away for ball one.
My second son, Timmy, was hit playing Little League, and after that he was afraid. So one day I took him up in the ball field, and I said, you stay in there, and I threw the ball and hit him every time.
The 1-0. Hilson bounces it foul, third base side, 1-1. Not going to lie, I don't think I'm following you there.
Well, I had to teach him to stay in there.
How hard did he hit him?
I didn't hit him hard, but I threw it. After that, he never flinched. He stayed in there, and he was probably, of all my four boys, he was the best hitter I had.
Hilson 2 for 3, 2 singles, one of those an RBI knock. Gould at first, 2 outs. Duster from the stretch, and the pitch hit off the hands on the ground to third. Fielded by Davis in front of the grass, and the third baseman fires to first to retire retire Hilson and end the inning. We'll go to the 8th. It's Evansville 4 and Southern Illinois 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting tri-state residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
The 4th Annual Blues on the Rock Music Festival will take place on Sunday, September the 2nd at the Rockport City Park in Rockport, Indiana. There'll be regional and national blues acts, food vendors, an over 21 beer garden, and with children's activities, there'll be fun for the whole family. Sponsored by the Association for a Better Rockport and the River Basin Blues Society, advance tickets are on sale 812-686-0012. For more information, visit evansvilleblues.com.
For 7 complete frames, it's Evansville 4 and Southern Illinois 1 alongside Bill McHugh and Sam Jelinek on the mics here from Bosse Field. Otters looking for a crucial win over the Southern Illinois Miners to stay competitive in the wild card chase. A win tonight would bring the Otters to within a half game of the wild card lead. The first pitch here in the 8th to Joe Duncan's a fastball on the inside corner for a called strike one, or more accurately, with Southern Illinois tied with River City for the wild card lead, and River City not playing tonight. As Duncan stands in, he's 1 for 3. The pitch, Hewed on the ground, back to the mound. Wynn stabs it on the backhand, takes his time and throws to first to retire Duncan for the first out. A win tonight here by the Otters would move them a game closer to Southern Illinois, who would then also fall a half game behind the River City Rascals, who would then hold on to the second spot, or hold on to that second wild card. Things get very confusing.
I would say, put it this way, every game counts.
And, nothing matters in the standings until the final day, really.
Yep.
Now 1 out, Kyle Davis, the batter, and wins first pitch. Fires a breaking ball low, 1-0. Evansville taking care of business tonight, though. It's the Otters 4, the Miners 1, top of the 8th. 1 out, nobody on for Davis. 1 for 3, the pitch. Chopped high off the plate, out to short. Gould backs up on it, fields on the backhand, sets his feet and throws in time. Across at first to retire Davis. 2 outs in the 8th. And I think what's really important here in this frame is both of these outs have been very quick for Randy Wynn. As right now, he still hasn't even passed the 100 pitch threshold yet.
All right, so we need 4 outs. And so 20 pitches.
Or excuse me, he's at 102 now, but
okay.
As
125.
As we've learned throughout the year, math is not my strong suit.
Well.
Now Nolan Early, the batter, 0 for 3, and wins first pitch breaking ball, loops in high for ball 1.
Well, if that wasn't your best, let me tell you what wasn't mine.
1-0 pitch. Early swings, fouls it back, 1-1.
French, Spanish, biology, geometry, English, history.
That sounds about like all of it.
I loved recess. I got an A.
Early left-handed batter wins 1-1. Perfect fastball, rides the black inside corner, 1-2. Randy with 10 strikeouts in this one. And it looks like if he can get out of this inning clean, he'll have a shot for his 5th complete game on the season. 1-2 pitch. Fastball called strike 3. Same pitch, same result. 11 in the game for Randy Wynn. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's Evansville 4, Southern Illinois 1. Here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Bottom half of the 8th inning coming up here. Otters chance to take their final hack, see if they can add some insurance runs. Closer Alex Phillips is warming down in the bullpen, but Randy Wynn's pitch count pretty controllable right now. Just over 100, so we'll see what happens there. And I regret to inform everybody that Bill McCune pointed out the fact that I made my second mistake of the evening. Randy Wynn with 12 strikeouts, and more importantly for him, that ties a career high and also ties the season high for any Otters pitcher in one game. David Cronin leads it off for the Otters, top of the order against Patrick Deuster. Fires their first pitch in the dirt for ball 1.
You see how honest this gentleman is? I mean, I told him that in between the innings so no one else would know it, and here he does. He goes and he brags. I'll tell you, that's why you've got a lot of fans who love your broadcasting.
You got to keep them honest. The 1-0. Cronin takes downstairs, 2-0. David 1 for 4 tonight. Singled his last time up to right field on a line.
Your mother said she put soap in your mouth when you lied, when you were a kid.
Correct. 2-0 pitch. Called strike 1 at the knees. 2-1 on Cronin. It may force me to learn how, or force me to never lie again, but also made me kind of like the taste of soap.
Well, Ivy was pure clean, so it wouldn't have no taste. 99, 40%.
The 2-1 to Cronin. Chopped on the ground up the first baseline, just foul. Base umpire Mike Victor right on the line, able to call that one. 2-2 on Cronin. Bottom of the 8th inning, it's Evansville 4, Southern Illinois 1. And I really hope Randy does have the opportunity to come back out.
Oh, I want him to. I'll be honest. I'm rooting for him to come out. I want him to get that full, complete game because that's important to a pitcher. You know, morale-wise, and the other pitchers look up to him.
Duster winds and deals the pitch. Down and in, and the count's full 3-2.
You know what you notice, it was in the paper about a month ago, the average major league pitcher is, I think, was 5 1/3 innings or something like that.
Yeah, Randy right now tied atop the Frontier League leaderboard in complete games with 4. Duster's payoff to Cronin. Flashed in the air, foul down the left field side. That's going to twist into the bullpen for the Miners. Cortina gave it a look, but the left fielder could not get there in time. Will stay full.
Now, one of the things when I was in the scouting in the majors and we were interested in trades, you always looked at the pitcher and see how many innings he had. And if you got a pitcher through over 200 innings, you were interested because that was showing you they had...
Payoff again, and David slashes it foul for the second straight pitch, still full.
He had that extra power to go those innings, you know. I mean, most pitchers, like I said, you go 5 or 6 innings and you get, hey, here comes the middleman, then the setup man, then the closer.
3-2 on Cronin, still the pitch. Chased high, but popped it up out of play. We'll manage to see another 3-2 pitch leading off the bottom of the 8th. It's Evansville 4, Southern Illinois 1 in the first game of this 3-game set.
You probably don't remember Eddie Ford that pitched with the Yankees.
No.
Toward the end of
Whitey Ford?
Whitey Ford.
Yeah, I do remember Whitey, of course.
He used to go 6 innings, and then the Latin player come in.
Payoff pitch again, and Cronin chops it into the Otters dugout. Count still full, and that was just pitch number 9 in the at-bats. We'll see number 10 coming up.
So, you know, you have a winning record if you only go 5 or 6 innings.
Now, Whitey Ford rode that. He got 300 wins, didn't he?
Yeah. Like I said, he went 6 innings. Then I can't remember the guy's name, Arroyo or somebody. It was a Latin player.
The 3-2 again, fouled back. That will make 10 pitches in the at-bat. Cronin and Duster duking it out to open up the bottom of the 8th inning. Otters with a 3-run advantage. Although Whitey Ford, one of the most accomplished left-handed pitchers, one of the signs you'll see up around the ballpark on the support beams of players who have played here at Bosse Field. 3-2 again is down low, ball 4. An 11-pitch walk for David Cronin. What an at-bat to open up the bottom of the 8th. But the left-handed pitcher with the most wins ever played here at Bosse Field, Warren Spahn.
Yep, 1941 or 42.
Yep. Made his career, obviously, with the Braves.
Yep. Was involved in the Normandy landing, in case you're interested,
Really?
got shot in the foot. Yeah. Whew. He was a lieutenant in the Normandy landing. Rain and Spahn and how was it now? There was
Now Hunter Cullen, the batter. Cronin at first. Hunter squares, gets it down on the first base side. Pitcher Duster off the mound, fields up the first base line and throws to first to retire Cullen. Cronin advances to second on the successful sacrifice.
Number 17 for
Spahn and Rain, or something like Spahn and Sane and Rain, or something like that.
Now a man in scoring position for Travis Harrison. He's not been retired tonight. 2 for 2, a double, a single, and 2 walks. Jeff Gardner on deck. He's driven in 2 tonight. First pitch. Fastball misses below the knees, outside corner, 1-0.
I think Warren Spahn was pitching for the Mets. He ended his career with the Mets. And I think one of the few games that he had with the Mets, I think it was only 1 year.
Deuster set. Checks the runner at second, Cronin. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball, same spot again. Harrison lays off 2-0.
And I think he went into the 9th inning with a no-hitter. And somebody hit a home run. He lost the game on a 1 hit. Oklahoma boy. I think it was from Oklahoma. Wasn't he?
Two 2-0 on Harrison, 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Cronin at second, Otters lead by 3. Deuster with an inside move back to the bag. Cronin chased back there, still 2-0 on Travis. The man that you were trying to think of, Johnny Sane.
Yeah, Sane. Yeah, Spahn and Sane and Pray for Rain. Yep. Is that what it was?
There's a little song.
Yeah.
The 2-0. Fastball outside, pops out of Shepard's mitt, but he's on it quickly. Cronin stays out at second, 3-0. First we'll use Spahn, then we'll use Sane, then an off day, followed by rain. Back will come Spahn, followed by Sane, and followed, we hope, by 2 days of rain.
I never heard that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now they're going to intentionally walk Travis down to the count 3-0 to bring up Jeff Gardner.
So Harrison's got a double, single, and 3 walks.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, he missed the sombrero.
Number 5, the right fielder, Jeff Gardner.
There used to be a gentleman that lived here in Evansville that was in the Brave organization, a good friend of Warren Spahn's, a good friend of mine, too.
2 on, 1 out for Gardner. Left-handed bat in the first pitch. He swings away, pops it up, foul out of play behind home for strike 1.
That overhit foul ball brought to you by...
Yeah, an interesting thing that had to do... The song came about during the 1948 pennant chase for the Braves. And on Labor Day that year, they played a doubleheader. And I kid you not, Warren Spahn threw a complete game in the opener. But not just any complete game, 14 innings.
Oh, boy. Those were the pitchers of those days.
0-1, swung on and missed, foul tipped into Shepard's glove. Gardner ahead of the changeup, 0-2.
Was it at Braves Field in Boston?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. What a dump that was. Turned out to be Boston College owns it now.
0-2 on Gardner. Cronin at second, Harrison at first. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Otters 4, Miners 1. Deuster's 0-2. Misses outside. Gardner with a late check swing holds up 1-2.
In fact, here it is here. That's Brave Stadium right there.
Oh.
Does that look terrible? I mean, you never think that was this.
Oh, no, I think it looks kind of good.
Yeah, that's Braves Field.
Ball and 2 strikes on Gardner. Deuster ready. Kicks and deals the pitch, and it's swung on and missed. Gardner loses the handle of the bat, so he goes flying down the first base side towards the fans. Thankfully stays in play, though. Gardner out on strikes for the second out.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to go down swinging, I guess.
Well, Gardner's father went over to Florence. Did you see him in Florence?
I did not see him, but Jeff played well.
Yeah.
Castro.
Of course, now that's not far from his home, you know, because you got to go through Louisville to get to Florence.
2 outs, 2 on. Now Carlos Castro has had a nice debut off the DL. 2 for 4, 2 doubles. Big right-handed batter, open stance. Deuster ready. Cronin dances off of second. That forces Deuster to step off. We'll try and reset here. Now Castro steps out of the box.
Oh, the umpire's talking to the pitcher. I don't know what he's saying, but the arms are going.
Yeah, Mike Victor, for some reason, is talking with Duster, and if he's trying to tell him, either you almost balked or you did, no balk was called.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Well, he stepped off, which once he disengages with that mound, he can do anything.
No count on Castro. Duster comes ready. Twirls the first pitch. Chopped on the ground to third. Third baseman Davis has to back up on it. Fields at his ankles and throws long to first. To retire Castro and end the inning. Otters threatened, but nothing across. Will go to the ninth. Otters need 3 outs to finish this one up. It's Evansville 4 and Southern Illinois 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vandenberg or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
91.5 WUEV Evansville.
Randy wins. Night is done. The Otters are going to go to the bullpen. Alex Phillips to come on and try and close it out. But for Randy, one heck of a performance. Ends up going 8 innings, allowing 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned. After the first 2 hits he allowed in the first inning, from then on he allowed just 3 hits, and that was it. That was all the base runners he allowed. No walks, and tying a season high with 12 strikeouts. Randy absolutely fantastic here this evening, in line for win number 8 on the season. Hands the ball off to Alex Phillips, the Otters closer, making appearance number 15 on the year, a 1.42 ERA. 5 saves, will go for number 6 here. 19 innings, 32 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 11 hits allowed. 4, 5, and 6 due up in the order for the Miners. Chance Shepard, Romeo Cortina, and Kurt Wirtz Jr. to try and start a late rally against the Otters and their closer, Alex Phillips.
Well, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't let him stay. But
Phillips from the stretch with nobody on his first pitch. Fastball outside corner, 0-1. Phillips right-handed tosser, 6'3", 220. Shepard in the box, right-handed batter, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts.
has Phillips more or less gotten the
0-1, the slider down and away, 1-1.
Has he got the title as the closer now?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So when the marbles are on, he's the man to come.
The 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Shepard swings through the pitch, down and away, 1-2. One and 2 on Shepard. Otters lead by 3. Phillips winds and deals the 1-2 pitch. Fastball high, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Foul tipped off of Whiting to the backstop. We'll do the 2-2 again. Phillips works from the first base side of the rubber, rather. Comes set at the shoulders. The pitch, curveball freezes Shepard on the outside corner. Buckled his knees for the first out in the top of the ninth. Ooh, what a doozy.
I tell you, yeah, he throws that, Mr. Shepard, and Mr. Shepard's been the one who has caused problems for the Otters over at Little Red One Park.
That was the first overhand curveball we saw from Phillips tonight. Got kind of a slider before that, but they're an absolute hammer. Now Romeo Cortina 1 for 3 with a double. Phillips' first pitch outside corner at the knees, 0-1. Phillips looks locked in and ready to go.
He must have a metal. He just got it stuck there. I shouldn't say metal, chain.
One out, top of the ninth inning. Otters 4, Miners 1 in the pitch. Fouled back to the screen, and it's 0-2 again.
I don't know if that was a slider or if that was a cut fastball. It didn't have that much, but it had whatever, it was effective.
Cortina, right-handed batter, just 4 for his last 22.
Oh, boy.
Whiting sets up away. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Curveball in the dirt, picked by Whiting. Tags out Cortina. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the top of the ninth for Alex Phillips. The Otters 1 out away from a series-opening victory.
The designated hitter, Kurt Wirtz Jr.
I don't know if the Whiting had that ball thrown out because he wanted to save it for prosperity or what, but he threw it over to, or the umpire threw it to Andy.
Now Kurt Wirtz Jr. takes a first pitch fastball, belt high over the plate for strike 1. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Otters 4, Miners 1. Evansville trails the Miners by 1.5 in the wild card. 0-1 pitch. Misses down in the dirt, 1-1.
She threw another one out.
Yeah, gets the ball out of the game. Scuffed up. Wirtz, left-handed batter. Phillips' pitch. Swung on and missed. Right over top of the breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Phillips on the verge of striking out the side and picking up save number 6 on the season to get the Otters back above 500 and closer in the wild card chase. Phillips ready. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed in the dirt. Whiting blocks it. Tags out Wirtz. Alex Phillips strikes out the side here in the top of the ninth, and the Otters win 4-1 to open up their series with the Southern Illinois Miners.
But please come back tomorrow.
Alex Phillips and Randy Wynn combined to punch out 15 Miners. After the 2 hits in the first, Otters pitching virtually perfect. The Otters take a series opening win against the Miners. We'll take a short break and come back with a post-game recap. Your final score: Evansville 4 and Southern Illinois 1 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
The tri-state area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at mymarathonstation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
Nice victory as the Otters open up their homestand to end their home schedule with a 4-1 speedy victory over the Southern Illinois Miners. After one inning, we were tied at 1. Randy Wynn locked in and did not let up, kept his foot on the pedal the entire way the rest of the game, earning his 8th victory of the season. Final score, Otters 4, Miners 1. Here's the final line score. Southern Illinois, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. For the Otters, 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Randy Wynn gets the 8th win of the season, now 8-8 on the campaign. Kurt Heyer hit with a loss, and Alex Phillips gets his 6th save of the season after striking out the side in the 9th. And boy, just what can you say about Randy Wynn there? Just a dominant performance, and hoping the Otters get above 500. Now 43-42. The Miners 42-40. Still trailing them by a half game in the wild card chase, but a nice start to the final homestand of the season.
I would say so. I mean, you know, I told you the Otters generally win when they're playing the Miners here in Otterville. So we've got 2 games to go. I'll take 1 out of the 3, or 1 out of those 2, and I'll be happy because that would give us a game up on them.
Yeah, and the Otters now a perfect 4-0 at home against the Southern Illinois Miners, like you mentioned. After dropping 5 of 6 at Rent One Park this season, the Otters have rebounded by taking the first 4 on the year here at Bosse Field. And the Otters just a phenomenal win, an all-around solid team effort. You know, they got runs by battering the ball all over the park and then also producing runs. Hunter Cullen with a big sacrifice fly. Jeff Gardner, a bases-loaded walk, just not trying to do too much at times. They got everybody chipping in. Taylor Hilson gets his 4th RBI in the season with a line drive single to center to put the Otters ahead 2-1. That proved to be the difference, but the man who, of course, has to take all the credit for this ball game, Randy Wynn. Randy's our player of the game. Remember, fans, tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Western Ribeye. When you're craving excellence, Western Ribeye and Ribs satisfies. Call 812-476-5405 to make reservations. Randy was absolutely dominant. 1 inning shy of his 5th complete game of the season, but still 8 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 12 strikeouts, which was able to tie a season high for him so far this season. Just a phenomenal outing by him.
Well, again, I would have let him stay to get the shutout, which probably would give him the leadership in the league, which again gives him extra recognition. And then he probably would have gotten 1 strikeout, would have been another season high. Whether it's Randy going 8 or 9, but the point is, outstanding game by the Otters. Let's hope they win tomorrow. Let's hope they win Thursday. Let's hope they win Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yeah, and now the Otters, you mentioned tomorrow, it'll be Spencer Medic on the mound for the Otters against Gino Encina for the Southern Illinois Miners. A great matchup as always at 6:35 p.m. We'll be on the air around 6:20 as always. You won't want to miss that one. How about wrap it up for us here from Bosse Field. Bill, any final closing thoughts?
Yes, Otterville was well represented today, and you did an excellent job. Congratulations having your parents here. And, of course, Tyler's from basically father and grandmother came in from California, and my wife's down there from Evansville, so it's a great night.
Yeah, the Otters take up the 4-1 victory over the Miners, improving to 43-42 on the season. And that'll wrap it up here from Bosse Field. Want to say thanks to our phenomenal producer back in the studio, as always, Paul Mattingly, for all of his hard work. For everybody who tuned in and followed along for a great Otters victory. Your final score one final time here from Bosse Field. It's the Otters 4 and the Miners 1. back on the air tomorrow at 6:20 p.m. for the second game of the series. For Bill McHugh, I've been Sam Jelinek bringing you all the action. You've been listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.